Joe Biden is pumping Bitcoin for us. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate that. In today's video, I want to break down the new executive order out of the Biden White House and what the heck it means for the cryptocurrency industry. Also, some other big news too, so make sure to watch the video the whole way through to get all of the goods. My name's Lark. Every day I make videos talking about cryptocurrency investing. If you do like that topic, you like staying up to date with what is happening in the cryptocurrency market, whack on that thumbs up button. Now let's go ahead and get into the charts real quick before we dive into what Biden said. So this is the Biden pump right here. Boom. Nice. It's a respectable sized pump here for Bitcoin by any means. What saw Bitcoin go from 38,000 all the way to 42,500. However, we did run into that orange line right here, which is a sticky area of price resistance for Bitcoin at the $42,500 zone. You can see if we go back in time here that we have had a key area of support, which of course now has flipped into resistance. Drag that out a little more. We can see again here another area of key price resistance. And if we go all the way back here, right back into late 2020, again, price resistance right in that area for Bitcoin. So to see it get repelled at that particular spot, not surprising. Not surprising. It is our sticky area of price resistance. In fact, we're under a lot of sticky areas of price resistance. And although that pump did get us back above the 21-day exponential moving average, nice. 50-day moving average, also nice. That, you got to keep in mind, we did lose it at this key area of resistance. I mean, come on, Joe Biden. $42,500, man. Is that the best you can do? Come on, man. Come on. Of course, overhead, we still have massive resistance area for Bitcoin. So not only do we have to reconquer $42,500, we also need to get up above this mess right here, which obviously recently has proved to be a very sticky area of resistance. And if we look back, drag that out historically, lots of price resistance in that particular area, ranging from $45,000 up to $47,000 approximately. And then, of course, the 200-day simple moving average above that. So we have a lot of stuff to deal with to see Bitcoin really being able to get in a reversal here. Now, if we can get above all this stuff, that's, I think, when the market will really flip bullish again. When we see this massive resistance area conquered, when we get back up the 200-day moving average, I think you'll see the market flip real bullish real quick when that happens. Until then, well, we're in accumulation zone. Here is something I posted on Twitter today just for some consideration. Imagine if Bitcoin just ranges inside of this big triangle that's forming up. So you can see the orange lines here. We got this big triangle forming up. What if Bitcoin just ranged in here for a few months? Personally, I would love it because that would mean it's an incredible accumulation time. And if we don't lose these lower levels of the triangle here, then that means we're just winding up and winding up and winding up and winding up, getting ready for that explosive move, hopefully to the upside. Obviously, it would be disappointing to see sideways price action like this for months on end, just to have it go blurb. Hopefully, of course, we bounce higher. Just a theory. I think it's a bit early to be talking about such a scenario, but wanted to share it with you anyway. By the way, if you're a cryptocurrency trader, you need yourself an account over on BYBIT. If you use the link down below to sign up, you'll get a 30% discount on your trading fees, as well as up to $4,100 in bonuses. Now, over on BYBIT, they have very successful and interesting launch pools that come up. They have great spot markets with some exotic altcoins, as well as, of course, their ever popular derivatives markets, allowing you to trade leverage for Bitcoin and a wide variety of other cryptocurrencies. That part in particular is for experienced traders. Use the link down below if you want to get started to get your discount and bonus. Now, let's talk about some regulations. And before we get into the U.S. news, I just want to reiterate here that the U.S. is not the center of the universe, nor the only country in the world by any means. We have had some pretty big news coming out of South Korea. So a Bitcoin and crypto-friendly politician was just elected as the next president of South Korea. Let's see, of course, if he does actually implement some Bitcoin and crypto-friendly policies. One thing to be a politician, it's another thing to actually bring in the policies. So it'll be interesting to see if that will actually come to pass as part of this new president in South Korea. Obviously, South Korea is a major global economy, a major cryptocurrency market. So seeing some more positive regulations come in there would be, of course, a good thing. So nice to see that happening. Also, Dubai has just created an agency for virtual asset regulation. Dubai looking to make themselves into one of the world leaders for the cryptocurrency space. Makes sense. Dubai is already such a hot place for business. I'm surprised it's taken them this long to really fully get on the bandwagon with crypto, but they're hopping on that bandwagon now, and they are going to ride that wagon. So nice to see more positive regulations. Again, every one of these positive stories, it adds up. But nothing, of course, is quite as big and impactful as what happens in the United States, because it is the biggest economy in the world, has the biggest equity markets, the biggest crypto markets. They're a powerhouse, obviously. And we have seen Joe Biden coming out with the long-awaited executive order on crypto. So what is this executive order, and what do we need to know about it? Well, the first thing is that nothing is happening right now. Key takeaway: nothing is happening immediately. So there's that. But the most important thing I think to realize about this is actually that crypto's here to stay. Nothing in this bill was like overly hostile towards crypto. In fact, it relatively optimistic towards crypto, I think, overall, to be honest. But crypto is here to stay. It's not saying we're going to ban it. It's not saying, like, how do we crush crypto? Here are the key objectives that this executive order has set out. One is to protect investors. Obviously, we've seen huge amounts of scamming and money grabs and all the rest of the stuff in the space. So investor protections, that is priority number one. Two, protect financial stability. This is, a lot of this stuff was relatively vague, right? Because basically what they're doing, they're trying to coordinate the different agencies that regulate crypto or want to regulate crypto together and saying, hey guys, here's our objectives, figure out how we get there. So protecting financial stability, that is, where will that go? What will that mean exactly in the long run? It'll be interesting to see how the three-letter agencies decide to deal with that exactly, but the dominance of the dollar, of course, must be maintained. So that, of course, is part of why we see this executive order also talking about a central bank digital currency for the USA. That will come. That will be part of everybody's lives in the not so distant future. We will see central bank digital currencies be the norm in the future, not the exception like they are right now. Number three, stopping illicit uses. Illicit use cases are already a fractional percent. I think it was like 0.15% or something, according to a recent Chainalysis report of crypto is used for illicit transactions. So very, very, very little amount, because realistically, unless you're using Monero, not a lot of great use cases as a criminal trying to steal and do all these things for public blockchains. I mean, they just track you from one address to the next, and then they catch you. Makes it pretty tricky, whereas something like Monero, it's actual, robust privacy technology. But obviously, stopping illicit uses, they want to make sure that people are protected from crime, from scams, people trying to avoid sanctions, of course, and obviously terrorism financing. So all that kind of stuff comes in here. So stopping illicit use is a major priority. Number four, U.S. financial leadership. And I thought this one was pretty interesting, because this, to me, really says that they see a big opportunity with crypto. Somehow, some of the voices are getting through here and are making them realize that, look, don't screw this up. This is the next internet-like opportunity. And look how much GDP growth and wealth and all the rest of the stuff has happened as a result of the U.S. embracing the internet. If the U.S. embraces crypto in a similar way, then there's an incredible opportunity. So they would like to have a leadership position in the global cryptocurrency markets. I would not say that the U.S. is really close at the moment, but if they bring in some positive legislations, they could definitely get there. I mean, in terms of their legislation approach, right? Obviously, the U.S. is one of the biggest cryptocurrency markets. But when it comes to, letting people into token sales and, being very restrictive towards new token launches, what is and is not a security, all this stuff, all these outstanding questions need to be answered in order for the US to really be a financial leader when it comes to the cryptocurrency space. Number 5, safe and affordable access to crypto. This is, of course, making sure that exchanges are following robust security protocols, that we don't have new mega hacks at exchanges, that people are able to access this. Maybe, of course, we'll finally see people in New York not being totally screwed. You guys in New York, man, they really got you with that BitLaw thing. Anyway, and number 6 here, supporting new technology. Again, this is one of those broad things like we want to support new technology. Okay, great, good stuff. Dig that. They also bring up climate change implications around, mining and stuff like that. So we are seeing in the United States, though, the vast majority of Bitcoin mining being done using renewable energy. So there's definitely that to keep in mind. But overall, the key point here, nothing new is happening. Nothing is happening right now. This is all like, hey, we want to bring the agencies together, coordinate the agencies, get them talking to each other, get them all to go off and figure out how we achieve these 6 key objectives, and then bring that back and we'll, pass some laws here. So we're, 6 months to a year away from really seeing any kind of impact from this crypto order. But I would just like to underline that I think it's generally a positive thing. People have been screaming out for positive US regulations for the cryptocurrency industry for years now. So this could be that, finally, or at least a big step towards getting there. Anyway, just my 2 Satoshis for the day. You let me know what you think about the Biden executive order down below in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching today's video, and peace out till next time.